don't need to cover up the beautiful looking SAM deposit. It's gorgeous. It looks so cool. I know my wife would love how this looks. Look at this. That's such a cool effect. It looks so smooth. That's so crazy. It's like a galaxy inside of the deposit. Down below, I actually have an assembler set up that I'm going to hook up right now. So all I got to do is actually hook up this power line right here to this point, and they should start the production at 4 smart plating per minute, which is going to allow us to push towards that big 50 smart plating in order to unlock tier 3, because we need to get there. That's going to be the really big goal. So I want to make sure that we can get to tier 3 and unlock coal, and that means that we're going to have to satisfy this phase 1. Now, here is our factory. We've kind of changed some things. We don't really have lights or anything like that, but I think it looks a lot nicer. So essentially, we've taken all of our iron ore from the 2 different miners, and we've taken them off of the ground so that we can actually walk around a little more easily. And then we've got 2 sets of stairs. So if we go over to the backside, you'll notice, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I was trying something out. Essentially have the maintenance area. So this is actually here so that we can access all of the basements. So you notice that all the doors actually lead us right on in here. And then we've also got a bit of a stairwell that we've got here, and it leads us to the next basement, and so on and so forth. Out on the opposite side, oh yeah, I colored, I added a line. Yes, I'm trying my hand at aesthetics. So here's the lift that's popping things out, and then on this side, this is our showroom floor side. So we can march on in, and we've got our 8 smelters, which are polluting internally, and so we don't have any materials for windows yet. So I'd really like to get some quartz today if that's possible. And you'll see that we've got ventilation all over the place. That's piping up 240 iron ingots into a room with 14 constructors, and we've got 3 iron rod setups with 1 underclocked, and then we've got 4 iron plate setups with 1 underclocked. Out. I think it takes in 22.5. Yeah, so it's putting out 15 per minute instead of the standard 20. And then we've got 7 cast screw constructors. 2 are overclocked to make the routing upstairs a little more simple so that they match the inputs for the assemblers. Then it all comes up here. It's piped on up, and then it's routed out. So the big problems that we had yesterday was essentially when I was rebuilding one of the mergers on one of the basements, I forgot to build one of the throughput belts, and it didn't actually flow through. It just stopped right there. And then the other things had to do with overclocking and underclocking, and now it seems like we kind of mostly got it sorted out. So that's pretty nice. I'm trying to think ahead, and as we look down below, I was thinking this would be a really good spot for like a truck station or something like that, and we can kind of have this flow into the truck station, and then we can have a pickup and they can deliver things somewhere else. As you can see already, we've now created 12 of the 50 smart plating, so that's phenomenal. I've also actually added these blocks here. So whenever you see 2 pillars like this means that this is like a choke point. So if we wanted to disconnect our factory, we would just disconnect this one pole, and it would actually stop the entire operation. Yeah, and we've done a little bit of the same. So I'm actually not even running the copper operation right now because we don't have enough power, which is why it's so critical that we get to coal. So that's another block setup right there, and then we've got another one here for the iron ore operation with the plates and rods. So with that in mind, while we let the smart plating climb, you can see it's 14 out of 50 right now. We're going to go ahead and unlock some things because I'd really like to head out. We've explored kind of the general northwest direction. I want to explore northeast. I haven't really found the entrance to the quartz underground, so I'm thinking if we head over to the right, then maybe we might find something there. And then if we can get that quartz, that would be so helpful. In the MAM research, it looks like there's a few things that we can lock right off the bat that's going to help us out a great deal. So I'm talking about if we go to the alien megafauna and we go on down below, we've got the protein inhaler. That's going to be huge because it's basically like a healing kit.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging fix-it property.
I probably would. Yeah. So I'm very, very glad to have that capability to make those because it's essentially a full health restore. So that's phenomenal. And this is a huge one, zip lines. So we've got a lot of power lines everywhere. It would help us so much to explore if we had zip lines because you can kind of throw poles up to higher elevations and kind of zip your way up. I know it doesn't sound very intuitive, but trust me, it'll make more sense when we use it. So we're definitely going to want this for sure. This is a huge upgrade for mobility.
Zipline unlocked. When equipped, the zipline facilitates travel along power lines, regardless of whether the line is powered. Note: based on previous Pioneer events, Fixit recommends not using zip lines during thunderstorms and typhoons, or while drinking coffee.
Well, I mean, I guess I do have one of these, which is a spill-proof coffee mug, so hopefully it'll keep things okay. We are going to unlock an intermediary point on Caterium. We're working our way down to smart splitters, yeah?
New Caterium research options available. Congratulations on finding this metal. Many Fixit initiatives will benefit from Caterium's applicability in advanced engineering. Also, it is probably not sentient, and so unlikely to feel pain as we exploit it.
Oh my gosh, we can totally do this. I just realized, so obviously that was locked away and I didn't know really how much I would need to get down to the smart splitters. It seems like we can actually do it. So we've got enough to go over to AI limiters. We just have to handcraft 10. And then we're going to be able to make ourselves the smart splitter. So we're definitely going to want to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose that.
Research completed. AI limiter recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
So it seems like in order to get the AI limiters, we're going to need the copper sheets and the Caterium, the quick wire. And I don't have enough quick wire. So fortunately, I just don't have enough right here. But I absolutely have enough in general. So I'm going to be right back. And then we're going to wrap that up and get ourselves smart splitters. All right, we are back. And we had enough Caterium, and now we're able to unlock the smart splitter. This is critical for all of our stuff, so I'm super, super happy to have this.
Smart splitter unlocked. The smart splitter offers advanced settings that can improve conveyor belt logistics.
They're super, super helpful because that means that now we can compress a lot of the boxes that we had that have to use separate splitters, and we can actually set up overflows and stuff like that. So it's going to make everything a lot easier. And then also Power Poles Mark II are great because that's going to unlock the next wall outlets Mark II and essentially give us, I think, up to 7 connections per pole. And that's a huge deal. So we're definitely going to want that.
Power Pole Mark II unlocked. This provides additional power connections compared to the Power Pole Mark I.
And then finally, we've also got the extra hand equipment slot by using fabric and rotors, which we now have an abundance of.
Tool belt expanded. The latest data indicates that the mycelia possess sentience. Don't worry, we have been given permission to harvest and repurpose their remains.
I don't know if that makes me feel better, but you know what? I mean, at least Ada has given the sign off. So that's the important part of all of this, is how I see it, right? So, okay, we're going to go ahead and put the silica away. We're going to maybe just toss out one of the half stacks of rotors and maybe put away some of the quick wire. And we're going to, well, actually probably just drop off some of the steel beams. And I think we've got everything that we need because we even have enough to make ourselves a zip line. So we're definitely going to want that. So now we've got 3 hand slots. That's critical. So we can actually get this for mobility. And there she is. So this is huge because this means that we can actually run around and jump onto the poles. Oh, there we go. And we can travel along the line. Oh my gosh, this looks different. So it's a lot better when we've got the power tools or the power towers. But this is huge because we can actually go either direction, even slightly uphill. So we're kind of going uphill a little bit. And it's going to really help us to get to places that maybe would be more difficult to. And if you notice, we can actually save some power. We're going to cut power to our assembler because now we have completed phase 1 of our space elevator. Cargo is now loaded, unlocks tier 3 and 4. Slam it. We're sealing the container. And Oh my god, it's like a gun.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more.
Oh my god.
Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Wow. They have their own PowerPoint and motivational music. That's amazing. Well, let's send this thing. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh!
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder. Not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies.
Oh, awesome.
It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies.
Definitely do.
Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Holy crap. Okay, that is all new. I have never seen that before. You can even see stuff moving up there. Look at that. I don't even know what's happening. It's like we're building a space station or something. That's crazy. So previously you just kind of send it up into the ether and you don't know what's happening with it, but that's incredible. Holy crap. Well, I'm down with that. That's amazing. And the best part is we've now unlocked Tier 3 and 4, and that means coal. So all of every 30 minutes or so, you now have to cut down more trees. That's going to go away, and I definitely want to get there as soon as possible. So we're just going to go in and stop in, finish up the very last tier right here, big red button. There we go. For the jump pads.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
So the jump pads are interesting because you can kind of change the angle and, well, jump on them and launch yourself to a new place, but it can cause injury if you're maybe not prepared for it. So this is the big one though, coal power. Immediately you want to unlock this as soon as possible. Fortunately, I just happen to have the right amount of stuff. It's going to be back in 3 minutes, so let's just make sure that we're ready to go, and we'll cover the plan. We found there was a cave over here, right? I think we've got what it takes to fight through, although actually no, that had toxins in it, so maybe not. Maybe I don't have what it takes yet. So we'll just kind of come on up, maybe hug the water on the right side, and we're going to head east-northeast to hit the coast and kind of see if anywhere here we've got an access point to the quartz, because it seems like when we headed out here we got blocked off by toxins. We got blocked off by toxins here, and I highly doubt you need to go south in order to get into the quartz. So far I haven't seen anything around it, so I'm thinking the entry point must be here. So we're going to head up in that direction, and we just need to make sure that we're ready. So in the meantime, I've actually created multiple medicinal inhalers, so that's going to be huge. I'm just going to go ahead and take this and replace the chainsaw position so that we've got it. It's got the little mask on there, and we can actually heal all the way to full, so that's absolutely critical. For the quick wire, we'll just kind of dump that off because we know we need as many inventory slots as possible. We've got this for the next milestone to unlock coal. We've got copper sheets. We've got our bacon agark, which honestly I think I'm just going to hang on to for now. We don't really need it right now. We don't really need the fabric here, so we'll drop that off. We do need this for the chainsaw, and I think everything else is kosher. I might just even drop off a little bit of the standard copper wire just to make even more space. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We've even got our miners and everything like that. So, looks like we're about 1.5 minutes until we can go. I mean, I guess we could have the assemblers running to kind of move towards that 1,000 smart plating delivery. It's not super critical, but so we'll just hand feed these right now, right? So we'll just go in and grab some rotors and we'll shift them on over to the container right here, like so. And then we'll go over to our reinforced iron plates. At least we know there won't be a backup with our production. So we'll toss that in, and I guess we'll just add on a few more so that we don't have to carry everything, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Sort, good. Are these moving? It doesn't look like it. I might have connected the wrong thing. It looks like I did. I connected the Conterium sinking, so I'm just going to go ahead and select here and attach. Perfect. Freighter reentry milestone exchange concluded. Perfect. And now the assemblers are off. It's going to be 4 per minute. We already have 10 out of 1,000, so we're going to continue the slow climb to greatness. And all we got to do is toss in what we need to unlock coal. Automated power is incredible. So here we go. 150 plates, 50 rotors, all the wire. Oh, we need more cables. Man, you have no idea. I've been waiting for tier 3. I've really wanted tier 3, and it's just cutting things down is not so bad, and the belts are amazing for the biomass burners, but I cannot wait until we don't have to do that anymore, and then we can do it whenever we want, or if we want biofuel, like liquid biofuel. And scanning.
Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid, and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Yes. Glad. Man, they're so helpful. I'm so glad that they're watching out for us, right? So I also noticed, and I didn't see it before, that we also have enhanced security. So apparently that's going to give us something a little better than a zapper. And if we're fighting against even more powerful enemies, I don't know what's going to be out there. It might be a good idea to get it. So if we look, we've got enhanced asset security. We select the milestone. Oh, see, you know, it's going to be time until we can get that, you know, and I don't want to wait. So I guess we'll have to come back to that. So we are off, and we are now ready with healing and, of course, our rebar gun. So now we're going to go over to the northeast. We're going to be looking for the water, and then we're going to hug it on its left side, and then hopefully we're going to be able to find the entrance to where all the quartz is, right? And if we find a good site for coal, we can actually scan for it now, so that's really, really great. Actually, we should probably scan for coal now that we have that capability. So coal, where are you at? Where's the closest coal? That's actually going to be a really, really big deal. So 469 meters, that's not that far. So we've got some very close by. Oh, it's probably up above. This is near water, so that's huge. So let's head out here. Let's head out here. I'm just going to go ahead and put question mark, slam this there, and then I guess we'll just say highlight it so that we can actually see it. And there she is, the question mark. So we're heading towards the question mark. There's coal out there. It's going to be a bit of a twofer, because if we can find the entrance to the quartz, that's going to be huge. But if we can also find the coal near water, that's the big next step, right? And now we got a rebar gun, so we can engage these more efficiently. It just takes 2 pings here. Oh, although you don't want to miss. Oh, like that. There we go. Okay. That was a little bit wonky, gotta do a little bit of leading sometimes, but we got this. All right, so one of the cool things is now we can actually say, I want to see what's on top of there. I can go power pole, connect it, throw it up on top somewhere. Just gotta make sure it's in a good spot. Invalid aim. Oh, this looked like it was a lot easier. There we go. And then we'll just flip on over to our zip line and get on up. Ain't that better? Holy crap. Is there anything up here? And then all we got to do is just delete. Oh crap. Delete that and delete that. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so back to the rebar gun, fully reloaded. I love the highlight out there. So definitely a bit of a cave down there where we're going to need nobelisks and explosives to clear all the poison. I am hearing some kind of shimmer, which makes me think it's inside the cave below me. And we've got some hogs out here. So first impact and got a kill. Excellent. So what kind of limestone is this? We've got normal node out here. I mean, I'll definitely clear the topper. We can probably toss the limestone if we need to, but oh wow, that's a lot. Oh, you know what? I'm not clearing the topper. Ah, that would explain so much. Okay, perfect. That was a lot better. Oh wow, it's so close. The coal's right there. I barely have to run a power line at all. That's going to be great. I almost want to start building power lines now. Well, I guess that's going to be helpful because the power lines are going to help us get back to base later with the zip lines. So, you know, since we're way up high, it kind of makes sense just to do it, right? Actually, I forget, when do we unlock the power towers, you know? So right now we've got power poles, coal power generator. We don't have the power towers, but we do have now access to fluids and water extractors. That's going to be huge. Overall, really, really nice. And then we've got our jumping pads. Okay, so let's just place down a pole. We're just going to place down a standard pole for throughput, and we got to head in that general direction. So we'll just get one maybe way up here. So we'll toss down a foundation above. Although I will clear some of the shrubs. There we go. Just because that bothers me. And we'll place a pole right on the edge. And we'll throw one down below somewhere so that it's easy enough as far away as possible. And then we'll run this in the direction of that highlight. Oh, look at that. We kind of went up the hill a little bit as far as we can. And we want it to be visible so that we can actually use this from other places. I suppose we can kind of get that there. Attach and reattach this pole. So there we go. Excellent. So now I guess we'll run it down. And the nice thing is we can actually zip line down from here. So all I got to do, I just got to get used to it again. We can go like that. There we go. So let's get ready to engage. Shot. Now it's actually probably better with the Zena Zapper than it is our rebar gun. But rebar gun's pretty strong. And we can still accomplish the same thing. We'll just grab this before we all explode. Great. I don't know. Didn't hit him. I think we maybe lost him? All right, excellent. Okay, so now, let's see. We've got our line coming on down. No, didn't lose him. But that's fine. We'll just connector. Wire's too long, so we'll just place it in a prominent and visible location. It's gonna make everything a lot easier. Oh, they're coming for us, aren't they? Oh, still, wow, they're persistent. I don't have my zapper equipped. We'll just kind of let that happen, and we're generally okay, so we're fine. We got barrel nuts, we've got our inhalers, we've got a lot. So we'll just get some of the other, clear some of the other threats in the way. Gonna aim a little bit higher. There we go. And it looks like there's another couple right next to a slug. And we're just gonna kite them around and grab these. It's like cavalry. You come on in and you... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, that's maybe a little more damage than we can take if we get hit with all that. I really should have the Zena Zapper out. So I'm gonna grab... Where is our Zena Zapper? Uh-oh. Where's our Zena Zapper? Oh, you know what? I think we used the Zena Zapper in order to make the zip line. So we lost the Zena Zapper. Well, that's not good. I mean, fortunately, if we wanted to, we could always go back to the freighter. And then we can get ourselves, or the hub, since the freighter re-entered. And then that'll allow us to actually grab the better Zenabasher, which is basically like an electric sword or something. Okay, so we are now where the coal is. So that's exciting. Let's go ahead and scan again. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello. There's more. There's a third. There we go. So we took out 3 hogs. It's so much nicer when you have the appropriate tools for the job. And we've got normal coal mine, or normal coal deposit, and then there's a third somewhere, right? So let's see. So we found 2 normal, and then there's another normal and another normal. That's a lot. So 60 per. So that's a total of 240 out there, and then we've got some down to the south, but this is going to be huge for us. So let's not do the coal just this very second. I kind of want to still look for the quartz, if possible. Maybe we head towards the quartz from here. It looks like it's directly to the west, so maybe there's an entrance somewhere above. Now, I know we've got our power lines. Paleberry.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by FIXIT, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Oh my gosh. So that's huge because the pale berries are what allow us to get lizard doggos, and that's incredible. So I'm just going to throw down the MAM, and we're going to our nutrients, and look at that. It's the last one. So, oh, we need 2 of them. Okay. Well, let's not eat it by accident, and then if we find another one, I know that'll regrow. So that's always a good news. So let's do another scan for the coal because it looked like there's more in that direction. I don't know if it's on ground level. Yeah, it looks like they're in the distance here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's water close by. So that's really, 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 really great, right? So do we see any sort of entrances to the quartz? I don't see any from here. It would be nice if we were higher up, or will come to us here, and then we can actually set this up across the gap somewhere. Maybe there. And zip line across. If you hold shift, you go a little bit faster. What do we got above here? Looks like there might be another deposit. Looks like it might be iron. Oh, nice. Iron and coal. That's steel right there. That's phenomenal. Let's go ahead and wipe out the rest of them. Nab this on the drive-by. Eventually they give up, so as long as we just keep moving, we should be okay. And then we can actually take a look above and see if there's any entrances towards the quartz at the same time. Or maybe it's up here. I don't know if I can actually climb it on my own. It looks like we can. God, the Blade Runners are so potent. And you can actually see where our sticker was the other time we were here. You see all the toxins in that cave? That's where the sticker is. Apparently, if you keep going, it looks like you can get up to a more lush area where there are those big, what I thought used to be balloons, and it looks like there's a hard disk drive up there, so that's amazing. I had no idea, so I guess I'll just have to keep that in mind. Well, there's the poison down below that, so that's even farther below. That makes me a little nervous. Like, how do we get even farther below than the water level? I have no idea. Well, we got more plasma spitters. I definitely see another power slug somewhere. Just gotta wait for this guy to pause. There we go. And that seems like the very large hatcher. Maybe they'll come to us. Well, we'll just eat it to the face. There we go. All right. Great. So we've got our yellow power slug. We can use an inhaler. And there it is. Look at that. That's so great. Now we're all the way up at full, and we have control of the top. That's phenomenal. Now, you can see in the distance that we've got forest to the right. We've got more poison this way. If I see poison, it makes me think of stingers. Maybe there's an entrance down below. There a cave entrance here. Do we see movement if we pause? I am seeing what looks to be maybe some type of alien tech. That looks like a Mercer sphere down there, so I definitely want to grab that, because the more Mercer spheres you have, then you can make those dimensional depots. So, and then we've got something to destroy there if we had Nobelisks. So tell you what, let's go around this side and we'll arrive. Oh, look at that. There's a big giant drop down below. I think that's got to be the entrance. We'll come back to that. Let's get the Mercer sphere. We'll come around and then we'll decide what to do from there. Oh, wow. He had a fast refire rate on that one. There we go. So it's just 2 for each of the standard ones. We'll get our barrel nuts, get these barrel nuts, and then there is the Mercer sphere. So good. So exciting. I can't wait.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
Something the scripture, compose it into a blood song. I mean, that's not very friendly sounding. We're always the effigy that's harvesting, or we're not looking out the windows or something like that. So I'm not too sure what that all means, but I'm sure it has some significance. We'll just tank the damage from those guys. Pick up their former home, and it looks like the slug's inside, so we'll have to blow that up in the future. We'll just take that to the back. The big question is this the entrance where you find quartz? I have a feeling it is. We'll go ahead and send that down below, and we'll just save that for later. That definitely looks like that is a candidate, and that makes me nervous. I can't even imagine what we'd find in there. I hope it's not like some huge evolved version of the enemies. Oh, that's not very nice. We'll tell you what, we can kind of let it come over and then send it through like that, and that's all connected. Now if we build coal or something, then we'll be able to actually connect it to the network and then maybe arrange that a little better. In the distance, I think, is that copper? So we've got copper here, we've got iron, we've got coal. Holy moly, it's a very rich in resources, rich place. Well, let's drop down. And there's a power slug out here too, which means more shards. Oh, hello. So we didn't impact, so we got to aim about a full length above. There we go. We got a good hit. And it looks like there's also a hog there. So we're going to cruise through the water and go for... Oh, it's a big guy. It is a big guy. We just hit him 3 times. That's the 4th. And it looks like it was enough. Phenomenal. Wow. So 2 for the small ones, 4 for the big ones. We got the hatchers. Excellent. And then if we want to get on up, all we got to do is build our little bit of a bitty ladder here, and we should be able to do it. So that's excellent. Heck yes. High five. Holy crap. What do we even have now? We've got so much. We've got 2 yellow slugs. We've got 1 slug, basically 5 power shards. We've got so many animal proteins. We're 1 away from actually being able to unlock the pale berries in the MAM research. So that's going to be huge. This is... And we found the coal. And I think we found the quartz. So I don't see how this could get any better. This is amazing. It's not that far either. So that's really, really good news. So here's one of the coal nodes. We've got 2 over that way, which means the entrance is probably up here, I believe. Yep, there she is. And there's a slug to mark the way. So I guess, you know, if you were scanning for power slugs with the object scanner, then it might put you in a spot where you end up here. So I'm sure there are spiders in there. I'm absolutely positive. I mean, there's no way there isn't. That's not creepy looking. So a lot of little bat things. So what we can do, usually I do this in scary games. I'll run in and then run out and see what follows me. I'm gonna go halfway. Nothing. All right, well, tell you what, instead of our zip line, because that's not gonna help us, what happens if we cut these? Can we cut these? We can cut the wood, but we can't cut these, so that's good to know. Can we make ourselves another Zena Zapper? Do we have the materials for it? We can, so let's do it, because I definitely want to have some type of melee weapon as a backup when we're on the reload. So I'm going to go ahead and take our Zena Zapper, place it where the chainsaw was, and then that way we've got healing, we've got range, and then we've got the backup right here. So let's go back to our rebar gun, and we're going to push up. Now, I don't know what happens with the respawns, so if there are spiders here, which I'm almost positive that there are, then does that mean once you clear them, they go away? And if not, then maybe we just throw down miners and just cram a bunch of ore out to the entrance. Until we get like a vehicle or something, right? Because you can actually run over a lot of the fauna with a vehicle. This place is really cool looking, but... oh my god, that's a lot of spiders. That is a lot of spiders. Okay, so that's 2. There were at least, I don't know, like 8 out there at a minimum. They do a good job of skittering left and right, like almost like a strafe. So it's difficult to tell which direction they're coming from. I hear what sounds like a power slug. That's 3. We got 4, 5. That's 4. That's 5. 6. Oh, there's another one. Good impact. That's 7. So we've got 7 stingers down, and I'm hearing a slug of some kind. So let's go ahead and just run around the tree and then come out and see what we trigger. Do we trigger anything? We're just going to keep running. I'm hearing the slug. Anything? Nothing. Oh, okay. So where is the slug? We're switching over to melee. Sounds like it's in here. Do I have to blow up the tree? I'm not seeing any of the sort of absorption animations, so it makes me think that maybe it's inside the tree. Well, actually, let's scan for quartz, right? Quartz is super close, 282 meters. In this direction, 554. So we are heading in the right direction. And there is a slug here somewhere. I'm going to come back to that one because I don't want to be looking up and around while I know we're in danger. So we're going to go off to the side. This is quite a network out here. I'm guessing we can chop those down. I wonder what they make. Like if it's mycelia or if it's maybe something else. Wow, this is... What is that noise? Is that like a hum or... Oh, there's a power slug in the distance. You can see the absorption lines. It's on the ceiling. We aren't being attacked yet, so... Good old stackable conveyor pole. High five. We're gonna have so many of these. You know what I should do? Can I build power line? Oh, I can build power poles. I'm so tempted to just build power poles so that I know where I've been. Another entrance. What is that on the wall? Like barnacles. Well, I guess high tide, right? Wow. That's crazy. I think I would freak out if they all of a sudden opened and became eyeballs. Okay, so we are now where? Whoa. Okay, so we're following the coastline. We're at the water right now. Looks like there is some large hatchers that are currently guarding the entrance. We're going to trigger out 6 of those flying explosive insects. Nab it. And we're going to go to the water. Oh, wow. Look at the barnacles. Holy moly. So we've taken 1 point of damage, 1 bar. God, this game is so good. It's so freaking pretty. It's kind of crazy. These look almost like crab legs or, I don't know, like alien stabby stinger legs or something. All right, so they're still hanging out. We'll have to come back to this one. There might be something else out on the shore. I can see that I can hear maybe a Mr. Bean or something. I see a deposit out here. Looks like maybe limestone. Yep, limestone. Well, let's head back into the cave because I don't want to lose the network that we've been working on. Oh my gosh, silica. When I see this, I think silica. And 200 is 6 different inventory slots. So that's great. Awesome. We're going back. We'll switch over to our rebar gun. Fortunately, we haven't needed the Xeno Zapper, so I'm kind of okay. Just leaving that off the bar for now. And we can see, oh my gosh, look at that. More jacks. Holy crap. And you gotta see too, currently, if you look back at the upper right-hand corner, you'll see on phase 2, we've delivered 124. Can we cut these down? Doesn't look like it. We've delivered 124 of the smart plating to the next phase. So that's kind of insane. I have no intention of finishing phase 2 already, but that's a really nice leg up, yeah? Just have it running in the background and everything's good. And then eventually you'll be there. All right, so we're returning to the tree. I think this is the only other way that we can go out here. Still haven't found the quartz, but there should be one within 100-something meters or so. So we'll just kind of take a look at the quartz scan. There it is. Look at that. All the quartz. Holy moly. It's here. I'm guessing we can build in here. Wow, this is a big cavern. Wow. So scan out again. Oh, spiders, more spiders. Engage. That's 1. 2. 3. So I only saw the 3, but it doesn't mean that there isn't more. Let's go ahead and trigger some hostiles. We've got 2 pure quartz. There are enemies. I see stingers. We have stingers. That's 1. There's another one behind that rock at least. That's 2. Oh, there's another 2. There's another 2. Keep your distance. 3. Come on in, come on in. 4. I see another one in the distance there. It's got a really long shot unless he stays still, so I'm just going to hold on to the shot. Ooh, it's like covered in green. Oh. Where are they? There we go. There's a chase. Excellent. Okay, this is working. This is working. We can do this. We've definitely killed a lot of stingers, that's for sure. If we're faster, if we move and keep moving, then they'll reveal themselves. So that seems like it leads outside. We'll revisit that one. Got mycelia here. I hear that. Oh, what ore is that? Movement. Do we see movement? Above, to the side. I'm hearing what sounds like a hog or something, but I definitely hear the skittering. Oh my god. Is this the Sam? It is. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh, okay. Engaged. There we go. Oh my gosh, I was wondering where that was. Wow. So what we can do, I'm just going to go ahead and throw down... Oh wait, we don't have any power. Biomass burner. We'll tell you what. We're going to use our portable miners. So let's get portable miners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll go back. Actually, no. That's fine. 7. There we go. Excellent. So we're definitely going to need to run power in here anyway, because we're going to want to make sure that we can start the quartz as well. And there's so many slugs in here, which is awesome. So we're going to get a blue power slug. I think there was another one on the opposite. We just got to go around this, I'll call it a tree. Look, there's more pure quartz back here. And it really makes me wonder. So that's normal. Okay. So it looks like there might be another way out, maybe? Wow. Holy crap, I think we did it. Wow, I think we did it. And we got Sam. That's so good. Strange alien matter. That's what we need in order to unlock the dimensional depot. That's phenomenal. So I can't wait for that. We'll just let them do their thing. Let's go in and take a look at the side exit here. I'm just trying to think about different ways of getting this ore out and accessible to us without having to come in here every time and re-engage respawned hostiles, right? Because that would just be annoying. Oh, are we underwater? What the? Holy crap, what the heck is going on here? How are we underwater? That's 3. So far, they haven't been able to stab us, so that's like a good thing. Hopefully, I didn't jinx it. Yeah, look at this. Are we underwater? It really looks like it. What is happening here? Can I climb up and touch it? So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom up and see. Is this actually water? What the heck? It doesn't act like water, but it looks like water. So weird. Oh, that's odd. Well, this place is full of mysteries. I am hearing hostiles, but where are they? Ooh, it's a Mercer sphere. And more spiders. A lot of spiders. That's 1, 2. Enemy down. There's another. That's a really slim shot. Looks like they might be in a ditch of some kind, and I do see movement in the background there.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
Defile the scripture.
Defile a scripture? I wish I could see subtitles.
Play. The effigies ripples through our temples. Our veins nearly touch. It is shy. Notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
No? I don't think so, Ada. So for a while there, I was kind of thinking maybe Ada's possessed, but she doesn't... I mean, she's obviously monitoring us, but she doesn't seem to register the voices herself, and they're not coming from her. Well, I mean, I don't know. If she were possessed, she may not know that the voices are coming from her, but how can she be possessed? Maybe... I don't even know if that's possible. All the strange phenomena here. Water above that doesn't act like water. Spiders everywhere. This is such a strange and crazy cave. I don't even know where we are. We're just underneath the place we were all over the place with yesterday, right? Or I guess the day before. There's a slug way on the ceiling there. And let's go in and take a look out the back. Actually, you know what? Let's pick up our miners. That's crazy. So now we... Oh, yeah. So this is a big problem. Space. We'll just get the miners, and then we can actually build a container. Yeah. Well, let's see. Way out. Let's build a container. So we'll store that there. We'll pick up our ore and toss it in. Actually, all of them. And we'll just toss it in the box for now. So actually, let's get our MAM research and let's see if that gets us anything immediately, right? So we'll get a little bit of the SAM ore and see what we got. So alien technology, SAM analysis, let's go.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner.
Oh, heck
In
yes.
its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Well, how do we fill the rivers with blood? Like, kill more animals? How does that work? Reanimated SAM.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
What? It just sounds like gibberish at that point. I have no idea what they're talking about. So the direction that we're heading, we are heading to the west. So all places that we've been above the ground, but obviously we're very deep below. This is such a nuts cave. And then toxic stuff that we can't get through. But guess what? There's a purple slug. I don't know if I can power through that. If we can get the purple slug, well, I don't know if it's worth it. Let's see how quickly our health goes down, and then if we need to, I'm gonna try. Oh, there's spiders. Yeah, this is probably not a good idea. Nab it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Moving, moving, moving. We just tanked it. All right, good. Let's turn around. Shot. Beautiful. Wow, we got it. That's excellent. So that is actually going to allow us to go down the next tier. So that's over in power slugs, and we've got the purple one right there. Let's do it.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fixit does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
That's awesome. Well, I don't think I can do that last one because that's going to require quite a lot, but just the fact that we can compress them down into power shards is huge. So we've got 3 nodes here, and then we've got the SAM. I'm definitely going to want to route these out of here. We've got our portable miners, so that helps us out a great deal. So we can actually go miner mark 1, and we'll just flip them in the direction of the cave. Although I guess if we put foundations, I mean, this is amazing. We definitely need to have a way of getting this out of the cave, right? So where do we put these things? So we've got our miner mark 1. We'll slam that out and just get it to face down range like so. And I think then I'll clear out the foundation. And then we're going to head over to our pure quartz. And this is all before we have to worry about any sort of spiders, right? So we'll put down more foundations. Like so. Man, this is so great. This is so great. And they're pure too, which is insane. I don't know if I want to get the 3rd one yet. I mean, maybe we should, but I don't know. Let's just zoop out. and then find a way. I don't remember how far we had to go. I feel like it was pretty far. Worst comes to worst. I mean, we could always take it and, you know, just get a stackable conveyor pole and then run it out of here. Actually, how far do we have to go? Because we're going to need power as well, so we can just run power lines until it's outside of the cave. Yeah, that's a bit of a ways. I don't think I'm going to build foundations the whole way. Let's just eyeball it, right? We'll just eyeball it. I'm pretty sure the fauna cannot destroy our, you know, our creations, but I honestly don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's not a problem. Okay, so how are we going to do this? This is it pure? How fast does this go? 60 per minute. Okay, 60 per minute, that's fine. So we'll just get our stackable conveyor pole. And we'll get one right down the middle, right here. And it'll be, let's say, 3 high. And then we can conveyor with a straight right into the first position. That's great. And just because, I'm gonna stack up one, and that'll support it in theory, and then we'll just maybe clean this up a little bit so I don't need to cover up the beautiful looking Sam deposit. It's gorgeous. It looks so cool. I know my wife would love how this looks. Look at this. That's such a cool effect. It looks so smooth. That's so crazy. It's like a galaxy inside of the deposit. Oh, this is so exciting. Attached to the halfway, and then send her through. There we go. All right, so there's the turn. I just want them all to group together, and then we can just start placing these, yeah? And that'll come up to 3 like this. So this will come up on the lift. I think it's 120. Yeah, it is 120. So we're going to go on a Mark II so it can handle that throughput. I think 2 up is okay, but let's just double check, right? So we're on the straight. That looks about right. And then we just need 1 up here. So 1 click up like that. And that should allow it to sit nicely on the second rung. And we'll just get rid of the top one for now. And then we can belt Mark II and connect missing reinforced iron plates. Oh, really? Oh, wait. Oh, no. It's 3s. It's just the standard conveyor belt Mark I, so perfect. There it is. Fantastic. And then just to make it a little more believable, I'll just stick a singleton right here. And then stick another singleton right there. All right, great. So we'll just make sure that they've got power. Although I guess I'll connect this in with the rest of the bus. So we're having standard Mark 1s down below. Right there. And then we've got our Mark II, which I don't know if I'll be able to handle on the secondary right there, but we're missing reinforced iron plates. So I'm just going to go ahead and select standard Mark 1, pass it to the second position, and then I'm going to color it as red so that I know that I need to change that. I should have brought more. And that is what we're going to guide out of this cave. So that's awesome. So let's just go ahead and run some cable, and we'll be able to get some power out here, or at least wire it up so that by the time we come back, we don't actually have to get in here and manually wire it up. And this is huge. I mean, I was hoping to do all of the coal and stuff today, but man, this is such a win. It kind of boggles the mind. So we're just going to go ahead and clear this out, and now we are going to leave the concrete. Yeah. So let's go. This is probably far enough. I just want to make sure I can look right through it, right? So it's going to be right up. Now, as I understand it from the bunnies, ooh, conveyor belt too long. Okay, fair enough. As I understand from the bunnies, they say that, you know, conveyor belts are directional. Makes sense, right? And that's something that we got to keep in mind and go from the source straight to, not straight mode, default. There we go. From the source to where it is that we want to go. As opposed to doing it the opposite way around, because sometimes it'll reject the action. But there we go. So we've got our 3 coming through. Just try to line it up. There she is. This is so cool. I can't believe it. We're going to get the quartz. Oh, that's going to be huge. Quartz is going to be signs and organization and everything. It's just phenomenal. I know I got to do the coloring, but you know what? I'm not going to bother. I think I'll know. I'm going to, honestly, once we get back to base, I'll probably, between episodes, I'll take care of the belt speed shenanigans. Now, honestly, we probably could have run through all the poison. I don't know if that leads outside, but that definitely is something we can tank now that we've got our protein inhalers. We have so many upgrades. It's kind of blowing my mind. Yeah, this is pretty far. This is really far. And there's the exits. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back to base. We're going to go ahead and grab some materials. I will come back and then I'll meet you outside once we've piped it out of here. And then we can wrap up. This has been great. You know, actually, it turns out on the way back, there were a bunch of these paleberry plants. So I was able to get a bunch of paleberries. So I'm very excited about that. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and actually deposit these. We've got ourselves the standard paleberry scannable object, but more importantly, the nutritional inhaler.
Nutritional inhaler recipe unlocked. Using this inhaler will restore health and also gives your skin a radiant glow that is connected to well-being and probably not radioactivity.
Well, that's always a plus. Gotta love that. So I actually stopped by the hub because right now I've actually, since I was here, I just kind of stocked up on materials, but also more importantly, I kind of wanted to deliver the enhanced asset security. So I figured I'd kind of take a moment and build out a Xena Basher because it's going to be huge for us. So let's do it.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff while also electrocuting them."
Even better.
Unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Whoever they were? Well, it seems like we need a little bit of wire. Fortunately, we've got some right here, so we can actually grab that. And we're going to get us a Xeno Basher. So you saw how small the Xeno Zapper was, and now we're going to create the Xeno Basher. This is like an electrocuting sword with a little pinchy on the end. So let's see what we got. Here it is, and it replaces our Xena Zapper with this. Like a lightsaber. That's so cool. It has so much more range. It's so excellent. And in the meantime, in the background, we can kind of set up, I don't know, truck stations, inventory slots. Let's do, oh my god, tier 4. Tier 4 is amazing. Oh my gosh, blueprints. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll do vehicular transport. There we go. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to start basic steel production because that's just going to help us out so much. Okay, so with that having been said, I'm going to head on back and then I'll meet you over there once we've got everything piped out, yeah? So it was quite a bit of work, but I was able to wire this thing up and now I actually ran out of reinforced iron plates again, so I've had to paint for some things that we're going to replace in the future, but we finally have it. We've got this long conveyor bus coming out. And on the bottom, we've got Samor at 60 per minute. On the top, eventually, we shall have consistent amounts of 120 per minute with quartz. So it's 240 per minute for our quartz. And it's going to loop all the way out. She's going. And then the bus is stopped right at the delivery point, right outside of this cave network. So this is a huge, huge boon because after this, we're going to be able to get silica, we're going to be able to get quartz, we're going to be able to do signs with the SAM ore, we're going to be able to move forward and actually unlock more alien technology, get a dimensional depot right around the corner. We've got water, we've got coal, we can actually make coal power. It's going to be automated, so we no longer have to do any sort of biomass burning whatsoever. We're able to get additional methods of defending ourselves. We've got zip line, we've completed phase 1. We are working our way towards transportation, and next thing you know, we're going to head towards steel. So overall, this has been a huge win today. I couldn't be happier with how it's going. So thank you again for joining me. I had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the series, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well, and I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful night.